Welcome back to the final part of starting 2024 growing season. So the first part I'm talking about setting up my fig orchard. The second part do some transplant, and now this part we're talking about drip irrigation. I enjoy hand watering. I can see my tree, check it out how it's doing, kind of relaxing, and give them how much water it needs. But I have a confession, I cannot do it every day, because someday, let's be honest, right, we may have some other thing to do that we forget to water them, and we miss it out like a day or two. Maybe it's not gonna do any good. It can be kill the tree. And on top of it, if you have to go somewhere like a week or 2 weeks, especially nowadays it's summertime, everybody turn on vacation mode. So that when the drip irrigation come into place. Now before you get scared away, drip, it can be expensive or it can be complicated. Well, it kind of, but look at me, I'm not a smart guy. I'm really don't know at all about all of this thing, but I am able to figure out how it does, and I think you too, and I will list all the tool, all the thing that we need to get it set and get going. So first thing first, I will go through all the material what that we need to get started. So the main thing, right, timers. There are many kind of timers, but I found this that very easy to use. It come preset with quite a few of the watering schedule. For example, we just turn it to the number that they preset. So number 1 is 2 minutes every 12 hours. Number 2 is 5 minutes every 12 hours. Number 3, 10 minutes every 12 hours. Number 4, 1 minute every 24 hours, and so on and so on. So this is run on a 9-volt battery. So just pull them out, and this is a 9-volt battery. So put the battery in and put it back to where the battery holder. And this one is ready to go now. Just choose one of the presets. Pretty much ready to go, but we need to add on a little bit more thing to make it work properly. So this backflow prevention, it go on top of it. It's optional, you can use or no, but you know, to keep prevent your water to be to get contaminated, because it can flow back sometime. But after we add this one, it all safe now. But the main piece of the puzzle is a pressure regulator. So if you hook on to like a city water system, the pressure is quite high. You can do a test on how high your pressure is, but save yourself some headache. Don't have to be go that far. Just grab one of the pressure regulator. The manufacturer, the company that they sell the drip, they recommend 25 psi if I remember, and last year I used 25, but I seem to be slightly under pressure. So this year I order a new pressure. It's slightly higher, 30 psi, and this one is gonna be go on top of everybody else. So just screw on each other. Now pretty much set for this one. Just hook it to the hose and whatever your water source. So I need a water regulator because I use a city system, the water system. But if you do the gravitation feeding whatever, it may be not as strong. You maybe not need the pressure regulators. But if it's a strong source, you need one of those, otherwise it would blow off the rest of your setup. Okay, so by the way, this little part thing, it's just it comes with the timer, but it kind of optional. It's just easier for you to connect to the main line when you hook it up. But if you don't need, you can just hook it directly to this part, so it would work. But in any case, it all in case you wondering what this part doing, should you need or not, it's up to you. Okay, now move on to a little bit more tools. So this is just a small piece of the tubes, and I'm holding a 3/4 of an inch. I found like I see the picture, the half an inch, much smaller, an inch. Maybe if you prefer larger tube, you can use an inch, but 3/4 of an inch is working fine for me. So I stuck with this one. So this is gonna be the main line. You need much longer than this, as long as your garden needs. But this one is just a clip out a sample, so I don't have to lug around the big pile. And this one is for at the end of the tube, so I will overlay the video of it for final use. So to block water when you done with the end of your line. And this is the angle when you need to like put it 90 degree. And there also another kind of like a 3-way connector, so it would be another one on this side. It's very useful in some situation. And for the switch, it's optional if you want to use it or not. It depends on you, but I put a switch because in case I don't need that line, I just turn it off. So that's totally optional. Okay, so that pretty much for the main line. Now we move on to the drip line itself. So this is I don't remember exactly what is the size. I would put on the screen there. It's quite thick. I choose the thickest one they have because I don't want the line to explode or whatever. But I believe whatever they have, as long as it fit, it would work. So this line is connected to the drip head, and you can choose 5 gallon, 10 gallon, 1 gallon, whatever. But I go to this one. It's a 360 drip stake. So this one is like very easy. It has the stake built in, right? It just poke into whatever you want to put in the pot, right? And then connect the small tubing that I mentioned earlier. Connect to this part, or you can use one of the bulb that they come with to connect to the main line. And I'm gonna talk a little later with that thing. And for the top of this one, because it's 360, it can turn, adjust how much water it can come out. Not really much of the freedom there, but at least it has some freedom. If you think your tree need more water or less water, you can just adjust this. So this part gonna be go in the pot, right? The dripping head here and the distribute line here, and just cut it off. You can use a pruner or a scissor. A good pruner, it would work too. You can use one of this tool also. This is very important. You can use to cut the line just the same thing like I did with the pruner there, but with this one you just clip and it would cut here. It works with the small line, work with the main line. But the most important thing that tool have to offer must be the hole puncher. You need one of those to punch into the main line, just like that. And then the bulb that it come with the stake earlier, one side connected to the main line, another side connected to the drip line, and that's pretty much it. Poke this one in the garden, in the pot, in the plant places, and then it would work. Or if you doesn't want to punch as many holes onto the main lines, you can use like the T connector TP thing. So you just poke one line the same, poke one hole the same, right? And then put it in, right? Connect one line here, connect one line here. So one poke, one punch can hold two lines. if you prefer that route. But this one maybe cost a little bit more penny for you to get it if you compare to with just the bulb that come with this stake. Alright, now after we know all the tools that we need, let's go see it in action. Okay, so here they all set up. So this is the pressure regulator, backflow preventer, the whole thing, this timer. So now now I set back to off. Let's go with the number 2. Let's see, 5 minutes every 12 hours. And now let's go see how it works. Okay, and here the sprinkler head, right, the tripper. We can adjust how much the water come out, right? So here the main line here, right, one main line, for example, one main line like this, and then the distribution line here, the smaller line that go in there. So this is the one punch with the 2 outlet, the TP. Save you some time. And this is what it look like at the end of the line here, right? That's the main line from there. So that's it. It's not too difficult. Maybe you need some time to put them all together, but it's really worth it. It costs a little bit maybe, but it saves you a lot of time, you know. I really enjoy hand watering, but when I have drip irrigation, I really take it for granted. It's really easy, really enjoyable. Okay, so I hope you find this video helpful maybe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.